Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here with another day of science, and I'm excited to jump back in with you today to talk to you more about things that are coming from nature. Okay, now something that comes from nature is grown or it comes from the earth. Okay, and it might not come necessarily directly from the earth, it doesn't have to grow out of the ground. But what I mean by that is it is um, a living thing, and it is not created from, um, I don't want to say unnatural materials, but it is not created from things like plastic or things that are not living. Okay, so lots of different chemicals came together to create the ink that created this pen. Okay, this pen is made of plastic and rubber and ink and things like that. This is not a naturally created pen. This does not grow outside, right? However, you or I are made of living organisms that came together to create us, and that's just the way it works. Lots of living organisms and atoms and molecules came together to create us and other living things like us. The same is true for other living things like plants. Here I have some radish seeds that I'm growing with another class. And in the soil that they're in, okay, that is a living thing too. It's not as alive as soil from outside. This is potting soil, but there are nutrients in there that these seeds rely on to give them food in order for them to continue growing. Okay, and these seeds rely on water and the chemicals and the molecules, I guess, not chemicals, the molecules and water to continue growing. They rely on the energy they pull out of the sunlight so they can make their own food. And when you think of nature, I want you to think of outside, things you might see growing outside or that you might see when you go for a walk. Okay, so we as humans, or later on we're going to describe things as man-made. And we can say that even if a woman created them, it's just a term we use. It's kind of like a shortened form of human. Okay, so we kind of take the last part of the word human and we just say man-made, or instead of saying human-made. Okay, so we as people have no control over how these things come to be, how these plants were formed or developed. That being said, we can help them along, but we didn't necessarily create these exact things, okay? Not the first form of them. Something from nature is living. It's alive. It has its own life cycle, its own purpose, and its own experiences. So keeping that in mind and knowing what you now know, I would like you to go find something new or different that comes from nature and share that with us today. Okay? If you have questions, as always, I am here. And tomorrow we dive into something else and we begin looking at man-made materials. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.